The death penalty. Yes or no? In today's episode of GLOCOpinions. Cue intro. I don't have an intro. Now, before we answer the question, let's get something straight first. Number 1, rape is bad. That much should be obvious. However, we live in a rotten society where we have to keep, reminding people about it. Number 2, murdering innocent people is also bad. That much is also obvious. Yet people keep doing it. Now, how about killing these murderers, killing these rapists, these heinous criminals in the name of justice? Is it bad? Well, ethically, killing in itself is bad. However, do these criminals deserve it? Do they deserve the death penalty? Personally, I think yes, they do. Now, hold on before you start typing and labeling me as some kind of psychopathic anarchist who's devoid of humanity. Another question arises. Is the Philippines ready for the death penalty? Or does the death penalty even belong in the Philippines? Should it be even implemented here with how things are right now? That's what we're gonna discuss today. Now, I'm very surprised, guys. I made a survey on Twitter and on YouTube as to which topic to talk about for the next GLOCOpinions, and man, rape and death penalty came up on top. I was expecting something like, react to a meme or react to an anime or any kind of weeb stuff, but death penalty, rape, guys. I appreciate that you guys acknowledge my opinions when it comes to these things, but we have to be careful here because this is a very sensitive topic. It deals with morals. It has a bit of a political thing going on there as well. If we're talking about the country involved, and also, I'm supposed to give you guys or actually I need to show you guys my moral standpoint when it comes to stuff like this. So let's be clear about something here, guys. I won't be discussing anything about political third parties or technical stuff about the law and all that shit. It's all about my moral standpoint and my views on life and death, as well as, actions against humanity and whether it needs any punishment or consequences. Alright, guys? We're good. So to start off, let's discuss my philosophies and ideals when it comes to crime and punishment. So, for example, I'm an innocent person, and a criminal comes at me and snatches my phone away. He gets caught by the police, and now we're in jail discussing what to do with him. So, what do? Should I just get my phone back and release him? Should I just get him sent to jail and that's it? What do? Well, some people will just settle with, getting that person to jail or just getting their phone back. But for me, I believe that whatever crime is done to an innocent person, it should be punished like 10 times or 5 times, the intensity of what he did. So for that person in particular, I don't want him to just go to jail. I want him to pay up a huge amount of money, and I want him to be jailed for several years, and I want him to do community service and all that stuff. Alright? For me, that's fair. Because I didn't want my phone to get snatched. I didn't want my day to get ruined by him. I didn't want my time wasted chasing that guy and then discussing how to punish him. So yeah, that's my philosophy in life. If you've done something very wrong to a fellow human being or whatever living being, and they didn't ask for it, then you deserve to get punished harshly, severely for that. Now let's change it up a bit. Example B. I'm an innocent person. A criminal comes at me with a gun, points it in my head, threatens to kill me if I don't give him any money. I give him my money. He runs away. The police catches him, and we're now back in jail and figuring out what I want to do to him. Now, in today's society, a person like that will just get a couple of years in jail, maybe a fine or something, and then he's free to go. Now, considering my moral standards when it comes to punishment, what I want for that guy is I want his hands chopped off. You know, I think some countries in the Middle East do that, and I think that's only fair. All right, why would I give this person another chance to go back to the streets and you know, have him point guns again with people? You know, you'll never know. Some people change, some people don't, some even just change for the worst even after getting punished. So what I want is to disable that person. You know, I think that's only fair. If he didn't want to get his freaking hands cut off, then maybe he never should have done that in the first place. You know, why should an innocent person suffer for, you know, something stupid that a criminal did? Now, it's really getting dark here, guys, and we haven't even answered the question yet as to whether the death penalty should be implemented here in the Philippines or not. But, you know, just bear with me a bit more. Let's go to example C. I'm an innocent person. Someone comes at me with a gun or a knife or whatever, and then they start stabbing me. I get stabbed, I get shot, I survived. Criminal gets caught by the police, we're back in jail. We talk about what to do to him. Now, in present society, he will be charged with attempted murder or frustrated murder, and then he'll get several years in prison and a hefty fine, or maybe lifetime in prison. Now, as the victim got shot, who got stabbed, who suffered and almost died, what do I want to do to that freaking suspect? I'll chop his hand off. That's the least that I want for him, guys. I want that guy to die. Alright? I want him to experience the same thing I experienced. But in present society, that's not gonna work. Alright? Torture is out of the question. We've evolved past that. But in the back of my mind, I want that guy to suffer for what he did to me. Alright, because it's unfair to me. It's unfair that I got bullet holes, I almost died, I almost like ended the only life I have for someone stupid. You know what I mean, guys? Whatever motivation that guy had for doing what he did, it's still unfair to the victim, to the innocent victim. So, I think he deserves to die or get tortured, if it's possible, but you know, we're past that. So now things are getting a lot more clear, guys, for you about how my morality, you know, works. So do you guys need another example where, you know, I die or something? No? Okay, alright, I hope we're clear here, guys. Now let's insert the rapists in our scenarios, guys, because unfortunately rape cases have increased again, or maybe just it's becoming rampant for the past weeks, and I've seen some really gruesome cases, so I'm not gonna mention those anymore. However, what do we do with rapists, guys? The rapists, they make the victim suffer first, alright? And then after that, the worst case scenario is that they kill them, they kill the victims, or they just leave them to suffer their whole life with the memory of being raped. So what do we do with such people? Now, personally, what I want to happen to the rapists is I want them tortured. I want them to suffer first. Suffer more than how they made their victim suffer. Then we kill them. That's my moral standpoint. So answer the question, GLOCO. Are you in favor of the death penalty, or are you not in favor of the death penalty? Because you're kind of suggesting that you really want criminals dead. Honestly speaking, yes, I do. I want them to suffer, I want them to pay for their crimes, and most of all, if they did something really heinous, I want them dead. Okay? But there's a big but. Okay. Remember that other question, guys? Is the Philippines ready for the death penalty, or should it be implemented in our country with how it is today? Now, that deserves another discussion, guys. Now, let's establish something. Let's be clear with something. We don't live in a very ideal world. Wherever you live in, whether in the Philippines, whether you're in America, in a third world or a first world country, our world is fucked up. All right, society doesn't really function the way that we want it to. Now, probably, if we live in a very ideal society, in a very hypothetical world where the justice system works, everything works, it's all foolproof and stuff, maybe the death penalty would work. But here, in reality, here in the Philippines, I don't think the death penalty will help us at all. I think it's just gonna cause more chaos, actually. Now, why is that? Now, I don't want to go too technical on this or too political on this, but I think we can all acknowledge that our government isn't really perfect in more ways than one, especially with the justice system. If you guys have been reading the news, or if you guys have studied history, whatever administration, whatever timeline it was, there was some shit that happened there. Until now, no amount of proper judgment was given to such shit that happened. Alright, I'm not gonna mention anything else, but that's what happened, guys. Alright, crime against humanity, crime against our own people, crime against other stuff, personal stuff. There were a lot of things that weren't given justice because our current justice system has a lot of inconsistencies. Okay, for some of you guys to relate to, let's go for something very simple. Our traffic laws. Okay, ever heard of the notion where if, let's say for example, I'm a jeepney driver, and then I'm following the rules, I'm green is go, and then I cross, and then some stupid guy goes in front of me because they wanted to die, or to scam their insurance company, and then of course the jeep hits the guy accidentally, and then in the end the jeepney driver is the one that has to pay for it. So what's up with that? Why does the innocent person have to pay for the stupidity of another person? Kaya nga may nagsasabi, there are people saying that it's better off to kill the person that you bumped into because you're gonna pay lesser. That's a type of world we live in right now, guys. Okay, that's the type of society and laws we have. So I think you guys kind of get what I mean now. Okay, there are other cases, but that's the most simple example I can give you guys right now. There are also a lot of technicalities in the law. All right, so let's say for example you committed a crime, and then you have a very good lawyer who gives you these factors or guidelines about doing something, and if you follow them through properly, you will be pardoned for your crime, or you won't see a case at all. So that's how technical our laws are. And the worst part is most of the things in our laws are very inconsistent. Not gonna go too technical about it, but that's just how it is right now. Okay, there are even cases, for example, a criminal does something to you, but you don't have enough resources to file a case. So it just goes under the bus, and then that's it. You didn't get any justice. That's a effed up world we live in right now, guys. So now, imagine if the death penalty gets implemented with how our current society is today. Alright. Can you imagine all the shitstorm or all the chaos that would do? Let's say I'm angry with someone personally, and then for some reason I set him up, and then I suddenly accuse him of rape. This guy is a fucking rapist. Kill him! With our current laws, if I have enough money, I could get that guy killed. With the right premises, okay? With the right manipulation. That's how it works right now. That's how mafia works. Or let's say, for example, I have a huge grudge on someone, and I ask a hitman to kill his whole family. And then I want the hitman to make it look like that the person I have a grudge with was the one who killed his own family. And then after that, he gets killed by the death penalty, and it becomes a national scandal and all that stuff. So, see what I mean? That's the type of scenarios we're gonna be looking at if the death penalty gets implemented right now here in the Philippines. So, in conclusion, guys, death penalty, yes or no? Yes, if and only if we have an ideal society where the government and people are working together. We have a foolproof justice system who only convicts or sentence people to death if they are guilty without reasonable doubt. Caught red-handed, the evidence speaks for itself and all that stuff, nothing else to object. That's it. They're dead. Kill them. Alright? That's the only time that I'll probably accept a death penalty thing in a country. But in today's present society, in our country, I don't think so. Alright. So let's just be prepared for the future. I don't know what our government is doing. Let's just hope they know what they're doing. And yeah, guys, if you have any opinions, if you think I'm wrong with some stuff, if you guys want to correct me with whatever, then please do share your sentiments and opinions in the comment section below, guys. I would love to hear what you say. Again, I'm not trying to tell you guys that you should support death penalty. This is just my opinion. This is just my moral standpoint. Ethically, killing is bad. Morally, it depends on, you know, what's driving you to do certain things. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this this episode of GLOCOpinions. It's a very touchy issue, and I hope I didn't offend people too much. And I know that not a lot of you guys will agree with me, but this is just me and my opinion. Alright? And I respect yours as well. So I hope you guys respect mine. So again, thank you so much, and I'll see you guys again in the next videos. Bye-bye.